Welcome to the Topper Shotgun Collectors Project. Today we're going to look at the Stevens 301, changing the choke for slugs. The Stevens 301 is a topper style or topper pattern shotgun. It's a single barrel, top brake, side lever action shotgun with a potent ejector, a hammer block safety, and unlike the topper, an external safety as well. The model we'll be using today is the compact model, which has a 22-inch barrel and a slightly shorter length of pull than the full size. In a previous video, we compared this new Stevens 301 to a 45-year-old Topper 88 Junior, both in 20 gauge. Both guns did very well in the evaluation, but one feature that really stood out was the 301's interchangeable chokes. I was specifically curious about how much of an advantage a cylinder bore choke would be if we were to fire slugs. The Stevens 301 uses the wind choke style chokes, so I got one from Carlson's in cylinder bore. The 301 comes with the modified choke already installed, and it also comes with a wind choke style choke tool. They recommend using a little bit of choke tube lube. I don't have any on hand, so I'm just going to use a drop of Rem oil for this demonstration. So the first step in doing this, as always, is to make sure that the firearm is unloaded. If you're working in the shop, you'll probably want to remove the barrel. So just push the release lever at the front of the forend, pull that forend off, then push the side release lever, pull the barrel forward, and it'll come right off in your hands. And then it's probably best to clear your bench off so you got some room to work there. If you're out in the field, you probably don't want to disassemble your gun, but just make sure that it's empty before you change the choke tube, and just make sure there's no dirt and debris on the threads of the new choke tube as you install it. So to remove the existing choke, just get a good grip on the barrel, or you could put it in a padded vise. You place the tool in the end with that little cusp toward the barrel, and turn at it until you'll feel it kind of lock into the notches on the choke, and then just turn it counterclockwise. You'll feel it with that wrench. You'll feel it kind of just give a little bit, and then you can turn it out with your fingers the rest of the way. And once you get it out of there, put it somewhere where the threads won't get damaged and it'll stay clean. Then take the new choke. Make sure you got the right one. Make sure you got it turned the right way in. A little drop of lube on there. Stick it in and just make sure you get it threaded by hand. And make sure that the threads are not crossed, okay? It should thread in real easy. Remember, it's standard thread direction, so it's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Once you get in there firm enough, you can put the wrench back on it, find those notches, turn it clockwise. And just get a good grip on the barrel and give it a good solid turn, and that should do it. And we just put her back together and took her out to the range and tested what it would do with some slugs and buckshot. So what we did is we fired some 3-shot groups, some with the modified choke that came with the 301, and some with the new cylinder bore choke that we showed you how to install. And for this, we used the Herter's 20 gauge, 2 3/4 inch, 3/4 ounce rifled slugs. They come out at about 1,600 feet per second. Okay, the target showed us with the cylinder choke at 15 yards. We were shooting about 3-inch groups, 2.5 to 3-inch groups. With the modified choke, the one that came with the 301, the groups were much wider, out toward 4 inches almost every time, right around 4 inches. So if you're going to shoot slugs with your 301, I think adding a cylinder choke is a good choice. Definitely improve the group size at 15 yards. And then we thought we'd try to shoot some number 3 buck pellets out with the 2 different chokes and see how that came out. So I was shooting at a 14 by 16 inch target, and only 14 of the 20 pellets hit the target at 15 yards with the cylinder bore choke. With the modified choke in place, it improved to 17 of the 20 pellets hitting the target at 15 yards. That's still a little sloppy to me. I thought that they would do better, but that's the results that we got. So I'd have to say in summary that certainly if you're going to fire slugs, you're going to want the cylinder bore choke. And if you are going to fire buckshot, you might want to try the full choke in there. I think I'd like to see all 20 of those pellets hitting on a target that size at 15 yards. So maybe we'll do another test later with a full choke in there and see if we can improve that buckshot performance. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Topper Shotgun Collector Project videos. And we're always looking for more entries to our Topper Folks project. If you want to turn in a story and a picture of you and your guns, email your story and your pictures to topperfolkshr@gmail.com. Well, thanks for watching. Shoot safe and be kind.